Now Roethlisberger on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good pickup there of 22. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. And so now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Another tough one there from Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles 14, as a quarterback, right? Had 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Keep these two. Here we go.
On second down, Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. And
he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So it'll be first down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry by Bell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll try and run for it with Bell. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Alongside the former defensive back, Charles Davis. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Fournette on the counter. And some space here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. How about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And now running right through it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Bortles going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. All right. Hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bortles now on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for the Steelers. Offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
36. Hot.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a second down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Now a play fake. Bortles. His throw incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.